Alright, so now we're going to start removing the generator from the tractor. I think I've got the right size wrenches here in my hand, hopefully. 1/2 inch is too big for those. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so first I'm going to start by removing these wires here. And you can't see because there's a freaking loader in your way. So I'm going to squat down here. Remove these wires. Again, we know the batteries are disconnected, so don't worry about arcing and sparking, provided your batteries are disconnected and out of the tractor. Oh, that sucker's on there. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why aren't you using a socket wrench? Pull that wire off, put the nut back on. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when they do that. That one's a lot better. And then we got a brown wire in the back here. And that's honestly why I'm not using a socket wrench. I don't know if you can see it. The camera's tilted. Oop, that was probably loud. This one's on there a little bit too. And again, since we've had a bunch of rain, I'm over here kneeling in the mud. And we just lost the bolt. And it went down between the block here. I'll get it out in a second. I'm not that worried about it, honestly. Alright, so our wires are disconnected from the generator. I'll just hang those back over there. Now we've got to remove this bolt, and this bolt, and this bolt, which I'm pretty sure I don't have the right size wrench for over here, but we'll check. Got a 9/16. Hey, look at that. Alright, which side's the bolt? Which side's the nut? Ooh, that's on there. Alright, let's just spin. I need another 9/16 inch wrench. Sorry. I'm not really what I do with it. 9/16. Boy, that is on there. There we go. Now it's coming off. That's a little springy. Watch your fingers. Alright, well, it's out. And looking at that one, you see this white residue here? That's from a fire extinguisher. Because last time we tried to, after we installed it, a new starter solenoid, honestly, we started having some problems and stuff began to smoke. And even after cutting power, it continued to smoke and continued to smoke. Alright, now we're down to a 1/2 inch here. So I squirted the fire extinguisher into the generator because it was just not stopping. Snap, crackle, pop. And again, sorry you're looking at front end loader most of this. So much better. There's the barn. I like the barn. Alright, so there's the top bolt. There's the bottom bolt. You see the belt's actually pretty new. I need to write that part number down. Alright. Now we're fixing to pull out the generator. And it's heavy. Pull this belt off of here. Ow! Okay, let's try to pull this belt off of here again. There we go. Alright. Generator is out. You see that was actually replaced in December 2011. So look at that. Not that old actually. It looks like it was done by an aftermarket starter alternator repair shop. We're going to set that right there. Now, in the destructions, yes, I called them destructions, if I can find them, because they should be in this box, unless somebody was kind enough to take them out for me. It says absolutely nothing about where to put this bracket right here. So I have no freaking clue. Ready to play a guessing game? We got the new alternator in our hand, and in just a minute, while I figure this out, I believe it's going to go right there, like that. Once I figure out for sure, we got to remove this bracket, I know that. So there's 2 bolts we got to remove there. Well, I'm going to pull that out, figure out which way this thing goes, and then we'll start back up again. Alright, so we're going to remove this bracket here before I figure out the rest of that. My extension's a little too long, but we're going to deal with it. I found the size that best fits it is a 16mm. I don't know if this tractor is supposed to be standard or metric, to be honest with you, but I found both. Oh, that's on there. Alright, second thought. I'll come over here, look at my handy dandy toolbox, and number one, I need a shoulder. One of these. I don't have a 3/8 breaker bar. I have a big breaker bar. You can see all the other tractor parts I gotta get to. A great big 1/2 inch. Alright. Let's try it like this. There it goes as I hit my head. I do that a lot. Oh, that one wasn't bad at all. You.
You can definitely tell this stuff has been painted over. I mean, just by looking at it, you can tell obviously, but... And we're going to save all of these old parts, just in case I ever decide I want to put this thing back original. Man, the parts for the 24 volt system are expensive. Holy cow.
Alright. That's off. And again, we'll save the old parts. You can see that's actually oblong holes. We'll set that right there. Alright, and again, we'll be back in just a second once I figure out which way that bracket needs to go on.